right, welcome back, everyone. Let me just double check and make sure I got everything right before I get going. Sometimes I get that like haunting suspicion. Okay, live. Looks good. Okay. Every now and then I get like this spooky sensation that I forgot to do something. So anyway, welcome back. So a couple agenda items today. You know, crazy day out there. Actually very encouraging. I mean, look at this market rip. Yeah. How many times? How many times? Bitcoin ripping. How many times? Now listen, the economy's in shambles. Inflation exploding. GDP declining. Gas prices exploding. But how many times? How many times
Here's what I found.
do I have? Shut up, Siri! Siri, how many times do I have to tell you? This market crash crap, man. Get these people out of your life. Okay? It's like a cult. Okay? If they're trying to get you into the Moonies or something, you need to get them out of your life. Okay? So the point I'm trying to make is we got an announcement tonight, and then just do an open Q&A, because I mean, look at like HKD. Okay? I mean, when you talk, and listen, man, I'm telling you, I'm not saying like this is an easy stock to trade or something, okay? So when I talk about HKD, I mean, listen, I'm not saying you should have bought at 80 and sold at 160. The point I'm trying, well, number one, this thing's been in play for like 2 weeks now. But the point I'm trying to make is the volatility and the opportunity out there right now, man. I mean, Amazon's going to fill the gap. You're going to look back. You're going to look, and this is on the weekly watch list. You're going to look back. If you're a long-term trader, you're going to look back and be like, I could have bought Apple at 150 bucks. I could have bought Amazon at 120 bucks. I could have bought Bitcoin at 20,000. So again, yes, I drank too much coffee. Yes, I have rage issues. But the biggest reason I get so angry is it's like I see all these people watching the bus go by, you know, and they're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit here on the park bench, you know, and watch opportunity after opportunity after opportunity just go by, because I'm scared of what the media tells me." Because I'm scared of what the TV box tells me. Because I'm scared of what all these losers on Twitter tell me. And I'm scared and I'm scared and I'm scared. And I just keep missing and missing and missing. Okay? So that being said, there's a link. Alex is with me here today. We're talking about this very interesting, and this goes back to where the rage is coming from. Okay? And there's a very interesting situation. And this is... So Sykes is giving a webinar tonight, okay? And what he's talking about tonight, why won't it let me draw? Cancel, markup, there it is, okay. I don't like blue. Blue's lame. Give me a cooler color. I want green, baby. Green. Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, dang it. This is going great. I'll get there. Don't worry. There. You guys remember 2020? So you may not remember 2007, 2008-ish, okay? So there's 3 points here, and this is all on tonight's webinar with Sykes. It's 100% free. Check it out, okay? Please, 8 p.m. Eastern. 100% free. Alex will drop the link. 46-day accelerator. Okay. There's 3 points of emphasis. Okay. Number one, this is where Bohen got started. I got lucky. Okay. So in my opinion, I came to penny stocks because I spent this entire time trying to trade real stocks, never making any money. Well, I mean, a couple, like single-digit %, okay? If you've heard my bio, if you've watched the podcast, like a good year was like, 3%. Yay! probably, after taxes, after inflation. If I go back and like look at it, after inflation, after taxes, I'm sure I probably lost money at the end of the day. Because I mean, after commissions, after platform fees, after data feeds, okay, all that stuff. So anyway, I got lucky. For whatever reason, I just got sick of that. And my business had matured to the point where I had more time, okay? So all during this time, I was dabbling, I was trying, never made any money right there, okay? 2007, 2008, market crash comes along. I see my retirement accounts falling apart, okay? If you were around back then, you know. Your retirement account is 30% less than what it is. You're like, what's going on? So I'm like, I'm finally going to figure this out. So I start studying, going through all this stuff. And luckily, again, I find my boy, okay? I find Tim Sykes, 2007, right there, all right? So at that point, I finally figure out how to actually trade and how to be profitable, okay? Now, let me get rid of all this drawing. And what I'm getting at is this happened, okay? And this is small cap volatility, small cap market cap, okay? So the explosion in market cap of small cap stocks. Again, I just got lucky with the timing. So then finally find profitability, finally sold my business right here in 2013. Now, let's fast forward. You guys remember 2020? Okay. Remember 2020? And again, maybe you were trading, maybe you weren't. But even if you weren't trading, I think you remember the madness of 2020. I mean, we all look back. I've told the story a million times. I don't even remember, like the entire summer of 2020, I don't even remember like going outside. Like I got nothing done. I'm a weekend handyman. I like to do stuff around. I got nothing done summer of 2020. But, oh baby, we made hay while the sun shined. Now, fast forward to right now. Things happen in threes. Bad luck, good luck. I'm reading a very interesting book right now called The Fourth Turning. And it's really a lot about how, the cycle of threes and fours. But going back to the webinar, there is something happening right now. And I think we have seen it with the HKDs. We have seen it with, the SIGA, okay? I mean, listen. SIGA is the trashiest stock in the world, okay? Oh, gee, it's only up 20% today. Oh, gee, it's only up 300% in 2 months, okay? There is something happening in small caps, and especially if we continue to see the bounce in the SP, the bounce in Bitcoin, you're going to see that resurgence of madness in the small caps, okay? So that's the announcement. I promised you some Q&A. We're going to run some scans. We're going to get ready for this afternoon. I'm here to give you something, okay? Not just scream at you and yell, okay? Even though I'll do a lot more of that as well. But the point is, register for that webinar. Be here, okay? I think it's a very, very, very unique time right now, okay? I'll come back when you're sober, says Rico. Rico! I actually like that comment. I am sober, Rico. So I'm actually on day 5 of 75 hard. So I can't. I'm prohibited by the rules of 75 hard. Is there a day 3 surge screener? Jay Fenton, great question. Currently, no. Okay, that is something I am very, very much working on. So the way I do it, the way most do it with the day 3 surge is, ultimately it's a watch list type thing where, keep in mind, Jay, I am tweaking and I am working on that. But understand the day 3 surge pattern. It's kind of a tricky one to screen for, and I am experimenting because let me jump to the whiteboard because, and I think I will get there. I'm confident I can figure this out. But what's tricky about it, and the day 3 surge is, we love it, okay? It's one of the best patterns out there. But, it's that stock, that big spike that pulls back and, hangs around. And then on day 2, you've got that, day 1, 2, 3. So you've got that idea where it pulls back, but nears the highs. And then the best, and this is kind of the tricky thing and what I'm working on, is we really want it to keep in a tight range, okay? Because if they pull too hard, or they pull too much, or run too much, or they have too much range, if they have too much range on day 2, they tend not to react on day 3. So we want that tight range. So I'm working on basically ATR, or a daily range type idea on day 2. And then again, we want the volume lower, okay? If that's a volume candle, we want the volume lower on day 2, but again, not too low. Okay, you see what I'm struggling with here when it comes to building a screener. So I want tight range on day 2. I want it near the highs from day 1, but not too volatile. And I want the volume lower, but not too low. Okay, so a lot of it's manual is what I'm getting at. I'll get there. I have been playing with it. The problem is it's one of those ones where I got to back test it. I can't, it'd be awesome if I could just, type all these parameters in, create this screener, and then just be, I'm done. Okay. What I got to do is I got to back test it. I got to play with it and see if it does what I want it to do. So there's your answer, Jay. Answer is, now listen, maybe you could build one. Okay. Reaching out to the community. Okay. So I am working on it. Right now I do it manual. Everybody does it manual. As far as I know, everybody's doing it manual. But if you come up with one, feel free to share. I'll give you a shout out, etc. So maybe I'll send you a book or something. So, but great question. DV bought Apple at 119. Well done. So BEV. Okay, let's take a look. So again, hit me with questions or tickers. What's BEV? Yeah, I didn't get a match. Maybe that's a typo. Circle it in rage red. I like that. Thoughts on Govix for afternoon? I mean, listen. If you were on pre-market prep this morning, actually, I really enjoyed this morning. Alex, if you get a sec, drop a link to StocksToTrade Advisory too, because I don't know if everybody knows. I still go live every day at 8:30 Eastern, just not on YouTube. Okay, and remember, if you're in StocksToTrade Advisory and you weren't here this morning, you can watch the replays. Okay, and I want to bring this up real quick because a lot of people overlook this. So if you're on StocksToTrade Advisory, you can go to pre-market prep, and then if you go to this little play button up here, okay, you can rewatch them. So go to your dashboard, go to pre-market prep, hit the play button, and you can rewatch them. Okay, I bring that up because I think it's kind of hidden. The way live stream see how it's kind of hidden. People don't really realize what that little button does right next to the chat button. So anyway, this morning wasn't as much about tickers. It was, we talked about psychology, okay? And Govix, people still keep trying to short this. And I talked about, the Ed Sykota quote, one of my favorite trading quotes from Ed Sykota. We talked about how I really think that there is a certain subset of the population that actually wants to lose money in the market. Okay. And again, I'll bring it up again because I love the quote and I've seen it a million times, especially with quote unquote, degenerate traders. Okay. And again, look up Ed Sykota. He is as legit as they get. Mean old guy. I love Ed because he's a crusty old. I mean, basically, I will be Ed in like another 20 years. That crusty, grizzly old, get off my lawn! Anyway, win or lose, everyone gets what they want out of the market. Some people like to lose, so they win by losing money. I make that point because GovX is beautiful. It's about to break the high of the day, and it's a very solid afternoon ABCD, aka VWAP hold, high of day break on a heavily shorted, low float stock with 5x float rotation. This is exactly the kind of, listen, I'm telling you, this stock is exactly the kind of stuff that Sykes is going to be talking about tonight. Okay. Again, it checks every box. And by the way, thank you for whoever brought up GovX. Okay. Ooh, TBLT hugging VWAP too. Ah! Anyway, you ready? You got your notebook? You prepared? Okay. Hot sector stock. Monkeypox. I'm still very dubious of the monkeypox sector, but hey, it is what it is. Shorts guessing the top. For some reason, people like to win by losing money in the market. They enjoy the pain of this. So you got shorts loaded. It gapped or it ran early, consolidated at VWAP, and it's preparing to break the high of the day. 6-7x float rotation. Check, check, check. And it's near break. I mean, and look at this thing. I mean, this thing's getting ready to break out even on the daily. And add bullish market today, too. Whoops, where'd I go? Okay, back to TBLT. Look, I mean, same. So comments on TBLT, exactly the same as everything I just said on GovX. So, and it's the same pattern, okay? And I know I've said this 6 times in this webinar, okay? And you're probably sick of me saying it, but, whoops. This is exactly, I gotta save this. How's that for a file name? I'll look forward to looking that one up. Okay, everyone, remember they did the dilution. They did the dilution the other day after squeezing it up. Now I want to be clear, and this is where the rage comes out. Okay, remember, my friends, this is the worst. Okay, this is the WOT. Okay, not the GOAT, not Tom Brady. Okay, this is the WOT. This is one of the top 10 worst stocks of all time. Okay? We're clear on that, right? So you're not going to be bag holding this thing. You're not going to be asking me about TBLT 6 months from now when this freaking thing's at $1, right? We're clear. We're clear, right? And if you can't be clear on that, don't go anywhere near TBLT. Okay? If you can't understand the fact that this is a trading vehicle, this is a way to make money. This is not an investment. They're stupid Fisher Price tool belts. I wouldn't buy my 3-year-old nephew their tool belt or their protective gear. It's embarrassing. Okay? So, if you don't understand that, don't go anywhere near TBLT. It's a trading vehicle. Now, they keep pumping out news, PRs nonstop, chat pumps nonstop, low float, squeeze. They already did the dilution. They rang the register, and this stock ran up in pre. It's consolidating at VWAP, and it's going to smoke them over 650. There's your trade plan. There's your ABCD/VWAP high day break, AKA small cap explosive stocks from that chart. Has the daily trading volume pulled back from the mania of 2020 and 2021? Yeah, William Prime for sure. But, I mean, listen, I will say that, and good question, William Prime, the volume is lower. Okay, the volume is lower for sure. But it's still light years above, pre-2016. Okay, and many of you, maybe you've heard me talk about this. Okay, the dark days of day trading. Okay, 2012, 2013, 2014. I mean, even 2011, listen, the volume right now in small caps is exponentially higher than the first 5, 6, 7 years of my trading career. Then 2015, 2016, things really exploded. Then I'll get on the whiteboard. Okay, this might be another good whiteboard. Okay, so I'm gonna draw you. I threw my stylus again. Why do I do that? Mama, why do I have so much? Mama, why didn't you love me? Why am I so angry? Actually, I had amazing parents. We grew up blue collar. We weren't rich by any stretch of the imagination. My dad worked at a factory. My mom was a cleaning lady at the hospital. We were blue collars again. But grew up great. Never needed anything. I had everything I needed. Loving parents. Still, I don't know why I'm so angry. It's probably because I'm short. That's probably it. It's probably because I'm like 4'2". That's it. The rage comes from being 4'2". Anyway, daily trading volume in small caps, okay? Specifically small caps. So I got started 2007-ish. Let's go to 2016. So then 2020, we went explosively higher. Then fast forward to 2022, we're back about here, okay? So the point I am making is we're still exponentially higher than the first almost decade of my trading career. Now, is it 2020 levels? No, flat out. People are back to work. You'll understand why volume was so high in 2020. Everybody was stuck at home, okay? It's like, you were either not working or you were working from home. So good question. So yes, the point is volumes are lower than 2020, but they're still considerably higher than any point in the first 10 years of my trading career. So, you don't look 4 foot. Thank you, John. A lot of you guys say you like the whiteboard. Again, listen, I love it. Yeah, Parker. So Parker's old school. Parker. In 2007, there were plays all the time. So 100%. That's what drew me to penny stocks. Again, and well said, Parker, but and this kind of goes back to what I said earlier. It's like, I see my 401k cut in half. I'm like, screw this. That's what took me to penny stocks. So, a lot of you talking about Govix. Did Govix go? Not yet, but she's getting ready. All right. Okay, I got to run at 2:30. Let me run some scans here. CMRA, really? Again, I know you guys are, I'm trying, but this is just such an example, man. Look, there's no reason for CMRA to be 3 green days in a row, up 20%. I'm going to go back to this chart. I'm going to go back. Where is it? I lost it. The small cap valuation chart. I'm telling you, it's different times, man. It's different times. So CMRA, TBLT, SPWR, crappy solar play on the VWAP scan. Sun W, another crappy scan, and then TBLT still hanging around. Govix looking good. BTTX gonna do anything? Hey, listen, wouldn't surprise me to see BTTX creeping back towards VWAP. All right, my friends. Have an amazing day. Again, I will finish with this. I like to loop back. I think, again, I started an incredible time. We all know about 2020, and look at where we are today. So, click that link, 46-day accelerator tonight with my boy Tim Sykes, 8 p.m. Eastern, 100% free. Check it out, my friends. Also, check out StocksToTrade Advisory. I'll be live tomorrow morning, 8:30 Eastern every single day. So, Alex, drop them the link for tonight. And StocksToTrade Advisory. And my friends, have an amazing day. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And have a great day. We'll see you next time. Ooh, I almost played music. Dang, YouTube. So, I got to play where is it? The royalty-free thing. All right. Be there tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Be there tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern. Have a great day, and we live in an incredible time. Again, I'm not naive, okay? I am the furthest thing from naive. I'm extremely jaded, angry, okay? Gas prices, terrible. They're going higher. Inflation's going higher. Recession, we're in it, okay? Food prices exploding. Real estate values collapsing. But I'm telling you, you can combat it, okay? You can combat it. $100, $200, $500, $1,000 at a time, man. Listen, you learn how to trade these explosive small caps, and you make $1,000. That buys a lot of $8 gas. Okay? Now, learn it. Okay? The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. Second best time is today. Learn this shit. Be on there tonight. Whoops, I'm not supposed to swear. Don't tell anybody I swore.